Hello YouTube, this is Tim Canadian Comic Hunter coming at you once again with another comic book haul. Alright, so it's third time's the charm, trying to record this video. Okay, so just wanted to say happy Easter everybody. I hope you guys had a great time with your families, you know, on this Easter weekend. And if you guys have tomorrow off too, like myself, enjoy hunting, and I hope you were able to go out and find those books you wanted. You know, and you know what Easter brings? Baseball. Really happy that the baseball season's back. So anyways, so I just wanted to give a couple of shout outs before I start this comic book haul, because it's going to be a pretty long one. So I've been checking out a couple of these channels around YouTube again. I just want to give a couple shout outs to a couple different peoples. Alright, so if you guys haven't known, there's a YouTuber that's back in the community. His name is Gizmoat17. He's got about 260 followers. Gizmoat is, I guess, one of the first comic book couples that I used to start watching. I thought was hilarious, you know. So definitely, if you get a chance, check out Gizmo17. He's doing some hauls again, so which is awesome. He does them with his wife. So if he also has, I think, a Facebook page where he does auctions, so it's kind of cool. So he's just like, he does a lot with the community, so definitely check out his stuff. Gizmo17, try to get him past 300 subs. He's been on YouTube longer than I have, so look, but he just stopped doing hauls, I guess. You know, he's had some kids and all that stuff. So anyways, Gizmo17. Games, I just want to give a shout out to Games, because he's at 180, he's like 184 subs right now. Just want to get him past 200, so let's try to get Games past 200. I'm gonna leave there. I'm gonna leave in the description below basically all these the links that you guys can sub up to the channels if you're new, and if you don't know who these people are. But definitely check out Games. Games is really cool. He's a DJ. He's got a lot of great variants. He shows a lot of really good books, you know, and his haul videos are just amazing because of the Rick and Morty stuff. All right, so then there's Havok Comics. He's back. He was gone for I think 6 months, which was kind of a long period for him, I guess, because he used to do a lot of hauls. So he's got about 200 subs. Havok Comics. Definitely check his stuff out. I think he just dropped a video tonight too. So check out Havok Comics. You know, really excellent YouTuber. He's been on for quite a bit of time too. And Comics 305 just got hit over 100 subs. So check out his stuff too, man. Like honestly, these are just 4. There's so many people I can mention. You know, you can go into it, and I can just ramble off this. But you know, I just wanted to give a couple of shout outs today. But you know, and if you didn't get to check out the auction last night, Alex the Comic Hoarder was having an auction, awesome auction, once again, totally cool. And if you want to know what contests are going on, check out the Doom 143's video. He just released, just dropped a video of all these different contests and things that are going on that he entered. So if you want to know what kind of contests are happening, check his channel out. He can fill you in on the contest stuff, because there's just too many contests for me to keep up with. So anyways, after all that intro, on with the haul. All right, like I said, baseball season is back, and I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to basically, you know, look around for some baseball comics, and I came across a couple of things. But Nothing that I could purchase at the moment, but I found this one, which was kind of cool. This is the Amazing Spider-Man #5, first appearance of the Montreal Expos in a comic book. So it's called Deadball. It's pretty cool. It's got the Green Goblin on the cover. Really, really cool. I think it's back in '94, '93, around that, because Larry Walker's in it. There's a Marquise Grissom. There's a lot of old Expos that are in it, which you know, it's nostalgic for me. So I was really happy to get this book. It's actually it's a Canadian variant. So a little bit about this book. This book was actually given out during a baseball game, so it was kind of cool that it was given out as like a free giveaway. So if you do find a copy of this, it's most likely it was given out during that baseball game that they were doing the comic giveaway. So it's pretty cool. It's just a cool little information. And I found this too, which I okayed to Spidey Fan, but I found another copy, which is, this one's a pretty beat copy, but you know, wanted to get another one. So this is Amazing Spider-Man Skates on Thin Ice, and you got the Edmonton Oilers there, and it's #1. This one's the US, not the Canadian variant. Tried to find that one, couldn't find it. It's okay, it's all good. It's a Todd McFarlane, so it's pretty cool. Next one is Totally Awesome Hulk #1, first appearance of the Totally Awesome Hulk, and Hellbender, if I can remember the correct. I think it's Hellbender, one of the Lady Hellbender, I think, is the villain for this book. Anyways, really, really cool hip-hop cover. Never seen this before. I went to a shop, saw it, had to pick it up. Just really, really awesome. Nice hip-hop cover. This is Black Panther #7, Bill Sienkiewicz. Hip-hop covers. Again, really hard to find this in high grade. And like I said, most of it very difficult to also, just because of its super black cover, you know. So really nice Bill Sienkiewicz cover for Black Panther, all the Black Panther hype that's been going on, you know. So I have some other Black Panther books, but it'll be another haul video down the road. A lot of people are showing them. This is a Miss Marvel #1 Phantom variant, Sia Ung variant, portrait cover. This is the black and white, and this is the colored Miss Marvel Sia Ung Phantom variant. Really, really nice. I really like Sia Ung. If you saw my last AOK video, the Doom had AOK'd me. Sia Ung totally was psyched because I love collecting any of her artwork. This is just an amazing cover. And I also got another Sia Ung Spider-Gwen #1. So you're probably wondering where I got all these. Anyways, so if you go to Marshall's in the States, anyways, and in Canada, they have these grab bags for $10. So you get like a bunch of comics, right? So they had these Sia Ung in the front and the back of the grab bags at Marshall's. So definitely, if you want to check out for some of these covers, and maybe you'll find a grab bag that has one. So basically, just go to Marshall's, and there's about 10 or 11 comics in the bag. So it's worth it, you know, $10, 10 comics. A lot of not very good fill runner comics, but you get a couple of these, it's not so bad. All right. Vampirella Fairy Tales #2. This is Arthur Adams cover. Really sick. I've so my second copy. This is an upgrade copy because there's no spine ticks. This one's almost perfect. Got this for like cover price, so I was super happy. Top Cow Secrets, the Winter Lingerie Edition. Now the winter is over. Thank God. Anyway, so this is just a 90s comic. I just thought it was pretty funny because it's Witchblade on the cover, so I just wanted to pick it up. It's pretty cool. And then I got this Shadowhawk Vampirella. I love Vampirella, and this is a Mark Teixeira cover, so just picked it up. It's a second, and there's a 1 and 2, but this was the Teixeira one, so just wanted to have it. Not really worth anything, but really cool. Amazing not Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man and Iron Man Marvel Team Up 145. I didn't have this. I have a lot of the Marvel run for the Team Up, so this again just a filler book that I just picked up. Really cool. Love these Team Up covers, and it was pretty good copy because it was all white, you know. So this is Bob Wire, the movie variant. Finally, you know, so all those female movie variants. I found this one with Pamela Anderson on the cover. with a motorcycle, you can't go wrong. I love Pamela Anderson. And if you didn't like Pamela Anderson, well, I guess you were afraid of herpes. But anyways, Pamela Anderson's cool. Herpes is not. All right. So this is the Mission Impossible #1, first appearance of Tom Cruise. No, this is a Rob Liefeld cover. So the thing is with this book, and I've seen this on YouTube in a couple people's videos. Can't name you. Sorry. If you leave your name in the description below in some sort of comment saying, Tim, hey, that was my video, go for it. I would really appreciate that because I don't remember that. But anyway, so the idea with this book was, right, Tom Cruise, this book came out and Tom Cruise was really angry because on page 3, there's actually, I guess it's just a one panel where Tom Cruise is standing talking to somebody in the panel, and or the drawing of Tom Cruise. And it looks very feminine. It's a very feminine pose, right? That was drawn by the artist. So he saw this and he had basically the comics destroyed. So if you can find, this is a direct edition, but if you can find a newsstand variant and go through it, and you have to go to page 3, and there's this, like in one panel you'll see there's nothing. That's the edited version, and there'll just be word bubbles. But if you go to the, I guess the unedited version, there'll be Tom Cruise standing there and his hands up in the air. I don't have a picture of it, but if I can find a picture, I'll put it up. All right, so just check it out. There is a like an air variant that, if they still exist, pick them up. They're worth a bit of money, so definitely something to look out for. And just a really fun story. Tom Cruise is crazy. All right, Heroic Age, Vengeance of Moon Knight, #10. Love this Matina cover. If you can check this out, there's so many really cool people in this. So you got Iron Man, you got the Ant-Man, you got Captain America. I think that's Domino or Black Widow, and the Moon Knight. So really cool Matina cover, really awesome. Something to look out for. Justice League of America #34, Adam Hughes cover. Just a really poppin', like this is really kind of like poppin', nice cover. It's got a lot of colors. Totally a really nice copy, so I had to pick it up. I have like 3 of these. Legionnaires, another early Adam Hughes cover. Another really, really good condition, so just wanted to pick these up. Sometimes you can find these, but they're really not very good condition. So then I found this, which was really cool for cover price. Batman. Yeah, so Batman 613. It's just a Harlequin. It's like a Harlequin Jim Lee cover. Really, really cool. So definitely something to pick up. And this was neat too. Batman Detective Comics 49. This is Neil Adams cover variant. He's actually swiping his own book. I couldn't afford the original, so this will have to do. Very awesome. Really like this one. So Suicide Squad #3. I've been kind of looking for these like Harley Quinn books that have her featured on the cover. There's this association, so I've been looking for that recently. So new Suicide Squad #3, just this really cool Joker's daughter versus Harley Quinn fight, which is awesome. This is Harley Quinn #25. This is Amanda Connor's cover. I think it's one of the nicer covers from her run with this this time when she was doing it. All right. New Suicide Squad #9, Jim Lee Joker variant. Really cool. Really, really nice cover. Some people don't really like this. I really like this. I kind of reminds me of the Jared Leto Joker. So really cool. This was kind of cool. Never saw this before, but Batman New 52 #13. It's the prologue to the death of the family, but it like most of them have. I think the first prints have the mask or whatever. So this is actually a 3rd print. I really like this cover. It's kind of, well, it's pretty out there, but really cool cover. 3rd print. I think it's a little harder to find anyways. So got it for I think it was $6. So this was kind of neat. Warlord of Mars. I know, like I said, J. Scott Campbell's been doing some covers of this series once again recently. So, but it's not Warlord of Mars. It is I can't pronounce that name of the character. Anyways, yeah, but this is the retailer incentive, so it's if you can find this one, it's worth a little bit too. So kind of cool, really like that. And last but not least, Captain of the Universe number 23, X23 cover, really really cool. All right, on with the haul. I'll show you some keys. Hello YouTube. Anyways, I'm back. So yeah, so I just had to get it's a little organized. So just going to talk about a little bit of speculation with a little bit of you know, minor keys and things to look out for. So this is a little bit of spec stuff. So this book's been out for a pretty long time, and you know, the movie rights for this were picked up by Robert Kirkman's movie production studio. So Birthright number 1, Silvestri cover, used to be going for a little bit, probably not anymore, but I was able to find this for like cover price, so I wasn't going to leave it there. It's a really cool, really cool, you know, Silvestri cover, and it's pretty sick. But either one is pretty good to have. We'll see how the movie does, you know. And like I said, if it pans out well, yeah, maybe you got some money there if you want to flip it, right? So there's been a lot of speculation lately that blows things up. So this is another one to look out for. It's called The Witcher number 1. So again, based on a video game. So but it got picked up to become a Netflix series. So definitely a book to look out for if you're trying to hunt. This would be not the first appearance of the characters, because I think it's a German company that did the comic previously, and it's like a European first appearance. So, but this would be the first appearance of the English version of that, The Witcher in comics, anyways, the character. Yeah, there's been a lot of speculation lately. I wrote a little piece in CBSI. I write sometimes in there. There's a lot often, which is comic books, speculation, and investing. They have I guess it's a, you know, just a thing where you can just put up some info every so often. So I posted about New Mutants 8 originally, just on a speculation kind of thing, and then like I don't know, like a few hours later after that trailer came out and everything, basically there was no copies left on eBay. So if you get that New Mutants 8, again, I'll try to find a photo of that to show. New Mutants 8, man, definitely pick it up. For some reason, that book is going for so much right now. You know, so I was talking to Rags 718 about that online, and it's pretty crazy. That and the White Wolf, Black Panther number, I think it's number 4. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy just how those books kind of blew up. And I think now they're speculating on another one. It's New Mutants, not New Mutants, it's X-Men Legacy number 214, first appearance of Miss Sinister, which I picked up today for cover. Anyways, that's going for quite a bit now, so it's like, it's just crazy how speculation works and how some of these things work, and all of a sudden books are worth more than they were the night before. Dollar books are pretty crazy. If you want to check out a really cool video, check out Market Watch with Master X. He usually throws up some Market Watch videos. Definitely really cool to check it out. So he'll give you some ideas for some stuff to pick up you can get on the cheap before it goes right through the roof. Anyways, so back to the Market Watch stuff, or I should say speculation stuff. So Tomb Raider, Witchblade, Tomb Raider movie just came out recently. So again, this is a Michael Turner cover. This is the first appearance of Tomb Raider in comics. This is the Tomb Raider Witchblade, 1997, I guess one shot technically. So again, a video game comic. Again, they don't go for a lot, but if you can find them on the cheap, definitely an underrated book and an underrated cover. But a really cool first appearance to own, you know. Plus the movie's like out, so maybe it'll go up or it'll go down. I don't know. So, anyways, I like these. I really like Sonic the Hedgehog. I've been collecting some of his stuff recently too, which is awesome. And Sonic the Hedgehog, this is 226, kind of like an homage to the video game cover, if you guys remember, from Sega from a long time ago. So, and if you want to try to find his earlier appearances, it's in Justice League Europe, so 33, and it's in Detectives. I have another Detectives too for that, but Justice League Europe, yeah. So Sonic the Hedgehog, first, I guess, preview appearance. I don't know. Maybe not, because I think there was a free comic that was given away with the video game. So, anyways, Justice League Europe 33, the Nothing book, but it also has a Sonic, the Hedgehog appearance in it, so it's pretty cool. Anyways, Greg Horn does some Sonic the Hedgehog covers, so if you guys are looking for some cool Greg Horn, sexy Hedgehog artwork, definitely check out Sonic the Hedgehog and Greg Horn. All right. So this is A-Force. This is A-Force number 1. So this is a 1 in 25 variant. First appearance of the Singularity. Really cool. First appearance of A-Force. So maybe this is a book you can pick up. You never know what's going to happen with, you know, the Marvel universe and how it works. But A-Force is one of Captain Marvel's, you know, teams. So definitely a book to look out for. And it's a pretty cheap variant too for a 1 in 25 variant. So definitely look out for this one. Pretty hot. So this is Secret Wars 2099. I've showed this in another video before. Just wanted to go back over this again. This is the first appearance of the Avengers 2099. So these are all new Avengers. So there's Black Widow, Hawkeye, Iron Man, Captain America, and Hercules. And they're all played by different characters. So these are all first appearances on this cover and in this book. So if you want to pick that up, definitely I would suggest picking that up. Just a fun minor key to kind of look at. Anyways, this is X-Men Unlimited number 36. This is a homage cover to a Norman Rockwell painting. It also was cover swiped a couple times. So there's an Avenging Spider-Man 12 that does the same kind of like homage with Deadpool and Spider-Man on the cover. So it's pretty cool. And that's I think an early team up of those two also. And this is the first appearance of the organization Purity, which are, I guess, an organization to get rid of mutants, but really, really cool. I think this is a magic cover, actually. Like, this is Ilyana Rasputina on the cover with her dragon, so it's kind of neat. If it's not, please correct me. All right. She's not actually in the issue, she's just on the cover. So, All New Wolverine, number 28. This is a Jen Bertal variant. First appearance of the Honey Badger as the Honey Badger. So, yes, very cool. I wanted to have this because it was a Jen Bertal cover. Not for the first appearance, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to have both. But really, really awesome Jen Bertal cover. Definitely check out her stuff if you get a chance. She's totally underrated artist in Marvel right now, so... This is Ghost Rider Volume 7. Ghost Rider's been done so many times. It's crazy. So Volume 7, yeah. So this is the first appearance of the, I guess, would be a real, like, I know Dan Ketch's girlfriend into becoming the Ghost Rider, but this is like, I guess, a real female Ghost Rider. And I picked this up because my name's on the cover, Parsons. No, I actually picked this up because I really like Ghost Rider, and it was kind of interesting. The character's name is Andrea Jones, so she becomes the Ghost Rider, or becomes a Spirit of Vengeance. Apparently, everybody becomes a Spirit of Vengeance now because Ghost Rider seems to be the hot thing, and basically everybody's becoming Ghost Rider. Just watch or check out Damnation, the Doctor Strange Donny Cates crossover, or I guess not crossover, but I guess it's like a 5-part mini-series. Anyways, so Ghost Rider's pretty hot right now, so everybody's Ghost Rider. So yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and he gets the Ghost Rider Avengers and Doctor Strange Ghost Rider. Anyways, it's pretty Ghost Rider out, so just really cool. Interesting things that are going on with Marvel, how they like to recycle ideas constantly. So this is Avenging Academy, the Avengers Academy, Fear Itself once again, number 20. So this is the first appearance of White Lion, Ava Avila. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Anyways, White Lions was featured in one of the Spider-Man cartoons, so I really like that cartoon, so wanted to find her first appearance, and this is it. So if you want to pick up first appearance of this White Lion, there's 2. This is one of them. Definitely pick Avengers Academy up. Might be something they might use in the future. Devil 197. This is a really beat up copy of that, but I never had this before. First appearance of Yuriko, who ended up becoming Lady Deathstrike later on. Totally awesome bullseye cover. This is Fantastic Four 205.
And yeah, so this is there's some significance with this one anyways, but I don't think the spec is there anymore for this, right? So 205 is the first appearance of the Nova Corp. So I know they've been featured in films before, but just thought it was kind of cool because some of these, this is another beat up copy, if you can see, it's totally destroyed, but I just wanted to own it. Got it for like $5. Nova Corp. And this is 204, which is the first appearance of Queen Adora, the Skrull X, which is a robot Skrull that's in the comic, and Nova Prime. So first appearance of Nova Prime, which is kind of neat. Again, don't know if these specs will actually hold because I don't know if they're going to use the Nova Corp again in any really big way, but definitely some really cool things with the Skrulls in this one. So the let me see if I can explain this correctly. So Skrull X is a robot Skrull that was going to replace, I think, the leader of the Skrulls at one point. So it shapeshifts and it's a robot. It's pretty cool. Anyways, Fantastic Four always has these like minor keys. There's so many of them. It's crazy. Really, really good series to pick up, especially the runs from the 80s or any decade actually. So this is new X-Men number 18, first appearance of the Stepford Cuckoos, which are basically not clones, but they're genetically modified people that came from Emma Frost. So they stole her eggs and artificially inseminated different I guess mutant genes and stuff. So there's a little bit of a spec too for just me. I was reading about the Amazing Spider-Man Homecoming 2, and I was thinking about like, well, you know, Peter Parker's going to be in high school still, and how does that relate to different villains that could be in high school with him or whatnot. So anyways, so the idea came in was Kraven. So they were talking about possibly maybe Kraven might be one of the options for a villain in the future for the Amazing Spider-Man. So I was looking up different information about Kraven. So Kraven had a son and a daughter, and this is the first appearance of Kraven's daughter, which is Anna Kravinoff. So basically, really cool book, really easy to find, super cheap key, and just a little bit of a spec. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but the daughter and son are in different Spider-Man issues. There's another spectacular Spider-Man issue that has the first appearance of Kraven's son, which I have in one of my other comic book hauls coming up, so I'll share that with you later on. Darker Image number 1. This was the first appearance of Max, I'm not sure. It's also the first appearance of Deathblow and Blood Wolf, but this was the first appearance of Max, but I think it might have been, they found something that might be earlier than that now, so I'm not sure. Anyways, if you know in the comments below, please fill me in. And last but not least, Detective Comics 608, first appearance of Anarchy. This is just a nice copy I was able to find, so I was really happy about that. And then for my last 2 books, my big books of the week, that's next. All right, hold on. All right, I'm back. So this is the last part of my haul. I know it's been a long haul. Thank you guys for sticking around through it. And if you fast forward through it, just check out the keys. Go for that too. I don't really care. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up if you really liked it. If you give it a thumbs down, if you don't, I don't really care. Go for that too. It's all up to you and your prerogative of what you think of these videos. So anyways, my big book of the week. Oh yes, the first appearance of New Kids on the Block. Nah, it's not that. I showed this in my last video. I just really like this. I just really like I got this. Okay, so let's get into it. So my first big appearance for this week that I picked up was the New Mutants 87. So again, the Deadpool movie's coming out. Again, 87 New Mutants. What an expensive book. What a high expensive book at this point, right? So I wanted to have at least a copy of this in some form, and this is the second print. Again, these don't go for a lot. I think I picked this up for $10, which I was extremely happy about because I'm a collector and I like collecting key appearances, right? So the New Mutants 87 second printing is still just as good for me as anything because it's still an 87, still a first appearance. It might be a second printing, but hey, you still have the comic book, just like that incredible, like the Totally Incredible Hulk 22, the second printing, it's not worth as much, but still it is the first appearance of the character. So again, people sometimes want a lot for this book. Don't buy into that, but definitely I would look to find some of these at this point. You know, buy them if you want, because if you want the first appearance of Cable, this is it. You know, and it's a really nice, like a really nice book, and it's a cool storyline. There are millions of these probably printed, or I'm being exaggerating. There's a lot printed back in the day, so I'm sure you can find a copy. This is just really awesome. Anyways, I was really psyched to have this in my collection, so I don't know what you feel about that, but if you want to leave a comment about that too, you can talk about that. It's kind of cool. Like I said, first and second printing sometimes aren't worth as much. The Miles Morales first appearance, for instance, there's so many second printings that devalue the book for some reason, but I don't understand why that does that. But it's still, for a collector anyways, to have a first appearance. For me, I love collecting first appearances. I like speculation, and definitely like some variants. I'm getting more attached to them as I watch you guys and your videos. So but like the keys, I think, you know, sometimes a key is just a key. As long as you own it and you enjoy the stories and you enjoy the books, I don't see the point in sometimes paying so much for everything. Those true believers things kind of sometimes annoy me, but it's cool to read, you know, be able to read, because some of the books are really expensive. You don't want to kind of muck them up by touching them too much. Anyways, so this is my last, it's going to be my last book. I'll just show this off. This is my big book. Now, I didn't pay a lot for this, and this is kind of like a spec book too, but at the same time, this is Hellboy, Seed of Destruction #2. First appearance of Abe Sabian and Liz Sherman. So really cool first appearances in this. If you don't remember the Hellboy movies, Abe Sabian is the monster from that movie that won an Oscar in the water, and something in the water, or whatever that water movie was that just came out this year. That's Abe Sabian, and Liz Sherman was in Hellboy, and she was the love interest to Hellboy at some point for that movie with Ron Perlman. They're not supposed to be in the new one, but like I said, if you are going to have Hellboy, you definitely have to have his team, and this is definitely an underrated book at this point, I find. So I was able to get this for cover. Super happy about that. For me, this is a super key, or, you know, it's not a grail, but it is definitely up there with having a really awesome key for the Hellboy series. So, like I said, first appearance of Abe Sabian and Liz Sherman, or Elizabeth Sherman. Okay. Thanks again for sticking it through, and sorry if I was losing breath this time. I'm trying to get through this haul. There's a lot of stuff to check out, and I do have another pretty big haul coming up again, but I'm gonna give some time in between hauls because I'm still looking for some books. What I try to do is try to complete things that I'm kind of looking for. So if I find a book associated with another book and I want to show them all off, I have to try to hunt them all down. I like trying to hunt them down instead of buy them off eBay. If you buy them off eBay, hey man, that's good for you too. I just cheap, pretty cheap. So anyways, have a good week. Happy hunting, and I hope you guys find the books you've been looking for. Anyways, peace. Man, that's a pretty cool cover.